I like all your work. I like these
Thank
three
you.
pieces. I like other work that I've saw of yours.
Yeah.
But I think this one here is my favorite.
Thank you.
And the reason why is because how in depth the texture is on this piece.
It's textured. I use modeling paste. Will do that. Spackle.
Okay.
I've actually worked with spackle, modeling paste. I'm working up to build a sculpture. I've never done one yet before, but I think if I started on the canvas to do a sculpture or textured on a canvas, I can work my way up to an actual sculpture.
Welcome back to the Artist Connection. We, like I mentioned before, we have Virginia Gipson, and we want to. We have your pieces behind us, Virginia. So, kind of give us a description of each piece and what inspired you, the sizes, if they're for sale, and the materials that you used.
Okay. Well, this piece right here, this piece inspired me because I had a fire at my house, and I did not want to be defeated by the fire, because I was literally ready to sell my house because I didn't want to go back home and be reminded of the fire. And so when they were working on my house, I had a dream. I was dreaming about some things. I was like, I'm going home, and I'm going to design it the way I want to design it. I'm not going to let them do what they want to do. So, and I had lost all the work that I had done previously in the fire.
Really?
I lost everything. And this is literally my 4th time starting over with my artwork because I have lost everything. And I'm like, okay, so I'm starting over. So I did this based on the fire, and I wanted to show that I got through it. So I really originally wanted to call this Through the Fire.
Okay.
But I call this You Better Goddamn Know It.
Right.
Because when I was creating it, and right when I got halfway through it and I started to see it come together, I could hear a friend of mine. There's a friend of mine. His name is Sensei, and he always say, "You better goddamn know it." So I was like, "V, you did that," and I was excited about it. And all I could hear in my head was his voice saying, "You better goddamn know it." And I say, "That is what I'm calling it." Mm-hmm. So that is the name of this pitch. This painting is "You Better Goddamn Know It," because I made it through the fire. My family, we all made it out alive, and I am not defeated by the fire or anything else that tries to come and break me down. So
yes, that's so great.
I'm a winner here.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Now, what size is that?
I don't remember the sizes.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know.
Now, describe to the audience what materials you used to create it. And
okay, so I did use some different colors. Red was one of my favorite colors, so I just wanted to use all the colors that acrylic paints and the colors that were like colors of the fire and smoke, and things like that. And so I just wanted to show that, if it's being consumed by the fire, but in the middle, it just shows that I'm okay here. Even though I went through this fire, everything is like, it's smoky, but, it just shows that it's still okay.
Yes.
Even though I went through it, it is okay. So I used some red to symbolize the fire. So red is like powerful. And I use colors like gold and red and different things like that. So I could, to put that, the fact that it was a fire, but to show that it's still okay.
Okay.
It's okay because I'm still standing.
Greenwood Park Gallery and Framing, open for all of your art needs. Located at 4233 West Fond du Lac Avenue, open Mondays through Fridays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now featuring African American and contemporary artwork for local, national, and international artists. Your local shop for masks and statuettes, mud cloths, royal cloths, and salt lamps. Call 414-444-5166 or follow their Facebook. Greenwood Park Gallery and Framing, 4233 West Fond du Lac Avenue.
Yes.
Even though I went through it, it is okay. So I use some red to symbolize the fire. So red is like powerful. And I use colors like gold and red and different things like that. So I could to put that the fact that it was a fire, but to show that it's still okay.
Okay.
It's okay because I'm still standing.
Okay.
We're all still standing here.
Yeah,
It's great.
that's great. So ladies and gentlemen, you better goddamn know it.
You better goddamn know it that you can overcome anything. You are not defeated by things that you go through.
Yes, indeed.
It only comes to teach you a lesson. Like it is not a loss. No, there was no loss to me because no one lost their life. So I'm not defeated by this. In fact, it just made me more powerful to be like, okay, I'm just going to start over.
Yes.
You know, and here it is, and here I am.
Right. All right. So now the next piece here. This is a very, very vibrant piece.
This is vibrant. I love color, so it's vibrant. My personality is vibrant and colorful. So this piece is Infinite Possibilities.
And that's the name of it.
Yeah, I call it Infinite Possibilities.
Okay.
So most times when I get a name of something, it comes to me right away. This piece I have been like working on it, like building on it, like building. I really kind of didn't know what it's going to be at first. I kind of just stared at the blank canvas for like weeks, working on something else and just working on other things and just like, it'll come to me. So, and then I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna just freehand and draw something on it. And whatever it is whatever it is.
Okay.
And then I just kept building on it, you know, and so here it is. Turns out it's a Japanese dragon, if you can see that, because that's what I get from it, and that's what I created. But everybody sees something different. Everybody feels things differently. So it comes back to what I said about having the power of omnipotence, because it's everything and everywhere at the same time.
Okay. Now, would you consider this an abstract?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So unlike the other piece, this here is just kind of a piece that just came to you. It had no specific reason.
It had no specific reason.
Yeah.
I didn't create it because something inspired me to. I just built on it. Like I said, I didn't know what it was going to be.
Okay.
I just kind of built on it. I started. I just took my sketch pencil and just flow and just let it flow. I didn't focus on it too much. I didn't overthink it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to create something and it's going to be great. Because whatever it is, it's going to be great, right? Right. Because, and it is great. Like, I'm really loving the outcome of it myself.
Yeah.
Because when I left it and went back to my studio the next day, when the dry, I was like, oh my God, you got to see this. So I told my son, you got to come see this. So yeah, I really love this piece.
How great!
I love the colors. I love the texture.
Now, speaking of the texture, I see that you put a coating on that. Explain to the audience what that is. I put the coating.
I put the resin on there because of some of the textures that I use. So I use like some pastel oil paste, oiled crayons, because it's very easy to smear. So it's like a crayon.
Okay.
So I use the oil-based crayon, and then I use some modeling paste and different colors in acrylic paints. So I didn't want anything to be able to be smeared or come off or damage it. So I just put the protective resin on so that it would still show its beauty, but you wouldn't be able to, it wouldn't be damaged, and it will stay this way. If somebody buys this, they don't have to worry about somebody touching it, because people are going to touch it. Like, oh my God, I want to touch it, because it looks wet, even though it's dry. So you just want to touch it, but it's not going to be damaged if somebody touches it.
Right. Now, that's a process that a lot of artists do.
Yeah.
Putting the coating on there.
Yeah.
So do you recommend that?
I think it depends on the painting.
Okay.
I think it depends on the painting and what are the materials that you used. Because if it's something that's going to fade, or if it's something that's going to smear, or somebody's going to pick it off, people are so like, oh, I just want to touch it. And then, if someone wants to touch it, or, if you wanted to keep the quality of it and have it look this good forever, I would say that. I would say put the clear coat on.
The Artist Connection podcast was generated from many conversations with local artists around the lack of opportunity to showcase their talent. Here at Greenwood Park Gallery and Framing, we recognize our local talent and strive to connect artists with the community. Please enjoy this opportunity to hear from local artists and learn more about what inspires their work.
Greenwood Park Gallery and Framing specializes in custom framing, printing on canvas, and selling contemporary and African American art, all housed in our 3,000 square foot art gallery. We are centrally located in Milwaukee at 4233 West Fond du Lac Avenue. We recognize local artists and strive to connect local talent with the community. We're asking for your support. Contact us to find out how you can help sponsor the work we're doing to highlight local artists in our community.